As a fan of media, I tend to visit wikis pretty often, as I'm sure most other video gamers, movie enthusiasts, manga readers, anime watchers, and music listeners all do. You know, I'm sure everyone in the world who has ever played Minecraft has at one point forgotten how to build a piston at some point. You know what I mean? I know I have. That dang confusing crafting recipe gets me every time. Haha. Most are pretty basic and simple, going into detail of the lore, mechanics, and history behind each piece of media. Fans gather and work together to create databases centered around these works, to supplement media and to share ideas about the work's information. Sometimes, however, these websites and pages are a little bit kind of funny. Makes you chort a little bit. Maybe even a little bit. Part 1. Dead serious. Some wikis are just totally playing it straight. They're dead serious, which is why they're so funny. Starting off with SpongeBob. I'm sure every single person on the planet has heard of SpongeBob. And SpongeBob has this energy of silliness, goofiness, mischievous, and silliness. But the SpongeBob wiki is dead serious. Okay, so here we have Encyclopedia SpongeBobia. And you may think it's like this silly, goofy, mischievous kind of thing, but it just has like very, very detailed, like talking about the list of background characters. And it's this massive, massive page full of just every single background character and all of its like shiny forms. the incidental 1A, the incidental 1B. It's just like different skins and different variations on the same character. And it literally goes on just for like pages and pages. It's crazy. It's just like incidental 159. It's just like crazy. It's like elderly, most likely. So there's just like no humor whatsoever, and it's just like different. Something's just like unknown. Incidental 101. Yeah, this one cracks me up, man. This guy's kind of looking cool. I like him. I remember him. He was a good character. Oh, the police officers. It's just like so many. Anyways, back to the video. The other completely serious wiki I'm going to go over is the Madagascar wiki. It's another example of a wiki being so thorough for such a goofy franchise. Like, is anyone genuinely curious about learning more about the character Mort? Like, isn't he just a goofy one-dimensional comic relief character? Like, I'm not dying to look up Morty's backstory and history, right? Like, he's just a goofy side character. Okay, so here we have the Madagascar wiki. This one has got a very, thematic color scheme. I like the green and the orange-ish, yellowish highlights. As I'm reading this, I think I'm kind of seeing it's maybe a little bit trollish. More on that later. I don't know why they chose to have feet as his main, like, that dialogue bit, but there's some pretty funny bits in here, and it's all just very comprehensive and detailed. It's funny with how just like all the nicknames, like Mortimer, Prince Falcon, Sad Eyes, Demented Raving Imp, Indignant Toilet Brush, Fun-Sized Trash Goblin, Second-Hand Donkey Puppet, Vulgar Little Mutant, Little Baby. There's still a lot of fun stuff in here, Mort's love for feet is so extreme that while sleeping, he can rip down a tree to get to them. King Julian also hates it when Mort touches his feet, so he kicks him away. Mort is protected by a force field of ignorance and but he hates drowning? Is this real? Okay, maybe I miscategorized this one a little bit. I might have miscategorized this one. This is kind of goofy. This probably isn't all real. In All Hail King Julian Exiled, it is revealed that Mort is a species that can absorb other Morts into the multiverse or Mortiverse. However, Smart Mort and later Groovy Six's cult leader Mort. What is this? The Mortiverse. It is also revealed that Mort absorbed his own grandmother and now she lives inside his mind. Mort is at least culturally Jewish. Mort is at least culturally Jewish. Just random fact there. Man. Okay, what's this Smart Mort? Maybe this is real. This is probably in the show. Status absorbed by Mort. This is crazy, dude. This is nuts. Let's look into the Mortiverse. I wonder if there's like... Huh. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, maybe this isn't so... like, dead serious as SpongeBob, but it is pretty comprehensive, which kind of makes it funny. Okay, this is just straight up silly now. What the? This is straight up silly now. What the? Okay, what? This is straight up silly now. What the? What the heck? Part 2. Irony. For some wikis and online groups, there is a complete disdain for the source material. Things are added as a joke, and there's literally nobody on the planet who cares about this piece of media enough to remove the troll posts. One of my favorite examples is Peppa Pig. Okay, so here's another wiki to look through. This one's the Peppa Pig wiki. It's got characters, you know, let's look at the characters. Yes, the characters are pretty basic, you know, you got the essentials like Peppa Pig, Lucina, Daddy Pig, George Pig, Mummy Pig, Candy Cat, Susie Sheep, Grandpa Pig. Wait. Lucina? You shouldn't be here. What? What is Lucina doing here? Lucina isn't from this game. Lucina is from Super Smash Bros. She's from that game instead. She's a character from that game. Wait a minute. None of this is real, dude. In Season 6, Lucina is shot dead by Saul Goodman. What? Why are you here? You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here. Saul Goodman? James Morgan McGill? Saul Goodman was a hidden antagonist in the Peppa Pig series. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this wiki got hacked by some trolls who mess around a bit, you know. A mysterious benefactor revives her with a 1-up mushroom. Okay, first of all, 1-up mushrooms are not in Peppa Pig, in the show Peppa Pig. 1-up mushrooms are from Smash Bros. They're in that game, rather. I'm sick of this, man. This sucks. So, next up is the Crudes subreddit. Now, the Crudes is kind of like a mixture of, like, troll posts, but also, like, seemingly earnest posts, you know? Like, the Crods 3. I have a theory that soon the Crods 3 will come out soon. Could someone confirm this? Like, this could easily be just, like, a kid who's wanting to see Crudes 3. But it also could be just, like, a troll post. Um, I don't know if this means the droids hunter and gather. Like, I don't know what that means. I love the Croods. The future ain't what it used to be. So true. Who do you guys think would? Who do you guys think would win a fight in the? Who do you guys think would win in a fight? The Croods family, excluding Guy, or 74 men aged 19 working at a fast food place? That's tough, man. There is 74 of them, but they do have their caveman powers. Thunk once said, "Whoa, hello there, big fella. Well, this is how it ends. I thought I would learn how to kiss my own elbow." Thunk. That's really a beautiful quote if you think about it. Watch the Croods family tree. Hmm. Yeah, it's just a lot of different crud. Grug moment. This is one of the posts of all time. My uncle Kevin, me, so true. I need to know where can I watch Japanese dub with English subs. Poor guy. Part 3. Self-aware. Some groups online are in the category of being self-aware, where there's more tongue-in-cheek humor and random unexpected jokes that are allowed by the moderators. Character Tropes is a classic example of a kind of humorous wiki that doesn't mind playing around with the viewer. So as you can see, now we're on the TV Tropes wiki. Now this wiki is full of just like different kind of cliches and references that some media has. And it's got plenty of tongue-in-cheek references. Like this article, for example, "The cake is a lie." An iconic Portal reference, like a classic video game. And here it says, "There will be cake" for readers at the bottom of the page. And then you look at the bottom of the page and it says, "I was told there would be cake." That is just hilarious to me and will make me laugh. The Transformers wiki has potentially the funniest image descriptions out of anything we've seen. You can tell that some Transformers fans take issue with certain parts about Transformers. Okay, so here is the Transformers wiki. Now, the funniest parts about this wiki is just like the image descriptions for some of them. So this particular article is about scale and how, not to put it too fine of a point on it, it's screwed. So this one says, "And the truck's how big?" With this little tiny guy on this massive, massive Optimus Prime. That little guy, who comes from the same toy line as all those vehicles, is supposed to be a normal-sized human? Yeah. Wait till you see the artist's rendition of a scale-accurate version. Oh great, and I thought Bulkhead was confused. Kill me. Just kill me now. A car riding inside a car. Wheeljack, you're either a genius or completely nuts. It's just very, very, like, goofy and self-aware, you know? So many. This one's funny. It's talks about the Beast Transformers, and this part just says, "And then he stabs Menasar with his chin." I think chin is like an in-joke in Transformers like communities, so that is probably more funny if you know what it means, but it's also kind of funny without knowing the context. Um, This one's really funny. It's like the writer just loves the story, so he wrote a profound and moving narrative that forces the audience to reevaluate all conceptions of identity. Both thrilling and immersive, The Beast Within redefines the era as it forces a new standard for storytelling. It opens on an epic battle comparable to The Lord of the Rings or Akira, but this conflict pales in comparison to the internal emotional struggle of Grimlock as he is forced to restrain his own emotion for the sake of his tactical ideology. It's just like, I just don't believe it, man. It's either like this guy is like being sarcastic and he actually really doesn't like it, and it's being sarcastic and he doesn't like it. Okay, but the funniest part is this article, Ruined Forever. Fans realize something Hasbro does not. That robust 40-year-old billion-dollar franchises, while seemingly healthy, are in actuality as fragile as two bricks tied together with tissue paper. One mistake, one bad misstep will cause the entire thing to shatter and fall apart, and Transformers will be ruined forever. Fortunately, there is hope. The Transformers fanbase has resolved to remain ever vigilant against something that could ruin Transformers forever, and call out a warning if they see something that if they see something they could potentially do so. Now here's like a list of things that have ruined Transformers forever in the past. Killing Optimus Prime, Transformers that don't transform, monkeys, which I think is the nickname they give for Beast Wars, which is like, I guess, a hated series. And there's like monkey characters, so they really don't like monkeys, and they think that ruined it. Hippies, apparently. Reboots, divorce, which out of context sounds funny, but it's actually just like the divorce of certain companies that allow Transformers to be continually put out. Pokeformers, apparently. Perverts, exclusives. Bayformers, which is the Michael Bay movies. Teen Titans for some reason. I still don't get what that means. Bees, apparently. And radical feminist SJWs. So, don't mention any of these things around Transformers fans, apparently. Oh, this is funny. We believe in regular preparedness drills. It's just like, man. It's so silly. It's just so silly, man. The final category is earnest. Wikis that are just so genuine about something that's kind of funny. The Croods is maybe sometimes earnest, like I said mentioned. The Croods is maybe sometimes earnest, like I said before. But I think the irony category works best for it, with its majority of ironic content. One of my favorite examples is the Villains Wiki. The Villains Wiki is golden because above every image of the different kinds of villains is the caption "evildoer," and I think about that a lot. I think it's hilarious. Okay, so this is the wiki that really got the ball rolling for me getting interested in like finding bizarre wiki pages and different fandoms, because it's just a bizarre kind of like group of people that are really interested in thinking of hypothetical tornado and extreme weather scenarios. So they have all these hypothetical tornadoes, and this particular one is supposed to happen in my hometown, Moose Jaw, in 2025. At the time of the recording, it's 2024, and first of all, I'm scared for 2025 for June 3rd. It's going to be an hour and a half long. and it has all this like information on it, and it's supposed to be a quintuple tornado, which is very rare and awe-inspiring apparently. And it's got all these like breakdowns on how this thing's gonna happen with all these charts. And the weirdest part about it is the aftermath is all talking about how the political scene will change and affect. So it's like it says that hypothetically, Saskatchewan Premier Scott Moe is going to be criticized for the handling of the aftermath. Moe was often called unsympathetic and refused to help fundraise for those who were hurt, both physically and financially. It's just like that's so specific, and like it's just hilarious that they would just like say this guy would be unsympathetic and he wouldn't fundraise. It's just really funny to me. Um, and it's just like, yeah, and the injury aftermath is the strangest part. It's like this criticism of Saskatchewan's healthcare. So it says after the tornado, most injuries had painlessly and largely after the tornado, most injuries had painlessly and largely free recoveries. However, one man suffered a neck injury requiring a very specific intensive physiotherapy. Unfortunately, this physiotherapy was not covered by Saskatchewan's healthcare plans and cost the man thousands, even requiring him to work two jobs, even when he was supposed to be recovering, to support his family and his physiotherapy. He experienced a full recovery, but it has often been politically brought up as a failure of Saskatchewan's free healthcare. It's just like insane, man. It's like it's just funny that it's just so genuine. Um yeah, and there's other things too. It's yes, the whole point of it is to talk about and discuss tornado events and how it affects the world and how it affects different things. One of them was really crazy. It was the big one, the World Destroyer. Um, it seems like a fictional historical event. It happened. It supposedly happened October 14th, 1966, and it's supposed to be dissipated 14 trillion years from now. The highest winds are crazy, and the casualties are 62 billion people, including aliens. Yeah, so it had reached winds of 6 million miles per hour, or 1% of the speed of light. Oh, and then it goes up to 10% of the speed of light. And the world watched in horror after it totaled DC, killing everyone there. The president was able to escape, though. It's just like, it's crazy. It's a picture of the supercell spawning. Man, I think it's definitely like kind of, you know, they're self-aware that it's like, oh yeah, we're telling these crazy stories because it's fun to discuss, like, oh, what would happen if there were just crazy quintuple tornado in the city of Moose Jaw. But yeah, it's crazy. Let's see what else there is. What are some fun pages? Nobody survives. Huh. Let's see. What is this one? Tornado. Okay, yeah, this one's kind of like, this one is clearly in the irony camp, you know what I mean? It's talking about, super sexy skibbity Ohio toilet touchdown tornado. Um, it's Morbin time. So clearly it's not serious. So I guess it is kind of also in the category of like self-aware, ironic. Um, I might just scroll around to see if there's any fun ones. Maybe I should. How to make a tornado outbreak. I think I will make make a tornado account. Okay, so I gotta register first. Piles. All these. Okay, and we're logged in as all these piles. Oh. Okay, we're registered on fandom as all these piles. Let's make a tornado. Um, let's see how to make a tornado outbreak. How do I add a page? Add a new page. Here we go. Write your page title here. Let's see. Miami tornado. Oh, I have a good one. Miami sinister tornado. Oh. Sinister. Quadruple tornado. It's sinister. Okay, let's see what we're gonna write. Okay. Okay, I think I finished my final draft of the Miami Sinister Quadruple Tornado. Scientists predict that on February 21st, 2025, there will be a brand new kind of tornado called a Sinister Class Tornado. It is considered a tornado that does evil, aka an evil doer. Experts say that this is going to be utterly catastrophic, with the evil spreading through North America. Aftermath. Destruction of the multiverse. The evil will inspire people to worship it and transform into tornadoes once they realize tornado enlightenment. However, the real heavy hitters will come in the form of quadruple enlightened individuals who will be granted elemental powers, sinister powers, if you will. Most aliens and humans will perish as the galaxy is consumed by these enlightened, bodiless folk, exterminating the universe, and eventually hitting the multiverse. As they spread through the multiverse, they will hunt down everyone. Lucina from Peppa Pig, every single background character in SpongeBob, and they will make any world worse by ruining them. Transformers in particular will be absolutely ruined. The enlightened Sinisters will unleash a great army of perverts, bees, hippies, and they will cause many divorces, destroying many lives. This part might maybe tear up. It will cause every pile to perish. Now this last sentence is loaded because every pile is... Yeah, all these piles. Well, I think I might post this. Save. Boom! We have our first article on Hypothetical Tornadoes Wiki. I'm not really sure what At the end of the day, all of these wikis are a fun exploration of various fandoms and communities across the interweb. And it's very fun to participate in them and to create content for other people to enjoy. I really hope that this article is going to make people become inspired and will maybe write some creative work of their own. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this pile. It's definitely the most in-depth one I've done so far. Lots of in-depth research and fun topics to explore. Yeah, this was a fun video to make, and yeah, all these piles, signing off. I'll maybe make another pile in like 5 years. So see you then, pileheads.